Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to talk about the tiny, basically invisible chemicals that your body absolutely needs to function. Yep, we're talking about vitamins, and we're going to break down every single one of them.
So just imagine for a second. What if your body's operating system ran on codes that sounded like really bad Wi-Fi passwords? I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but honestly, it's not that far from the truth.
Yeah, these strange little names, B12, K, D3, they're actually vitamins. And they are the microscopic players that literally decide whether everything in your body is working the way it's supposed to. Without them, you're looking at a whole host of problems, from cracked skin and thinning blood, all the way to, your brain just not firing right.
So first up, let's get to know these invisible chemicals. They are the quiet, absolutely essential building blocks that make the difference between your body thriving or slowly starting to fall apart.
Let's start with the big three, the A-listers. These are the vitamins you've definitely heard of. You can think of them as the celebrities of the nutrition world, but trust me, their jobs are way more important than walking a red carpet. First on the list is vitamin A, and I like to call this one the night vision vitamin. Seriously, it's a huge reason you don't trip over the coffee table when you get up for a glass of water in the middle of the night. But its job goes way beyond just your eyes. See, vitamin A's jobs are all connected. It's not just crucial for vision, but for your skin and your immune system too. Historically, a lack of it was a huge problem, causing children to go blind. That actually led to the creation of golden rice, a genetically modified rice packed with vitamin A, which, you guessed it, sparked a massive debate that's still going on today. You can find it naturally in things like carrots and spinach, but here's a fun fact. Be careful, because too much can literally turn your skin orange. All right, next up is vitamin C. The undisputed heavyweight champion, the biggest celebrity in the vitamin world. It's what everyone stocks up on when they feel a sniffle coming on, but its real claim to fame is actually way more dramatic. To really get why vitamin C is so important, you have to hear about scurvy. For centuries, sailors on these long voyages would just waste away from this awful disease. We're talking bleeding gums, rotting teeth, incredibly fragile bones. And the cure? It turned out to be so simple. Citrus fruits. This is actually why British sailors got the nickname limeys, because limes literally saved their lives. So, what was the vitamin C actually doing? Well, it's essential for making something called collagen. And collagen is basically the glue that holds your body together. It's what keeps your skin firm and helps your cuts heal. But here's the catch. Your body can't make it, and it can't store it. You need a constant supply. Okay, on to our third celebrity, vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin. Now, here's where things get interesting, because it isn't really a vitamin in the traditional sense. It acts more like a hormone that your body makes itself, with a little help from the sun. The whole process is actually pretty amazing. Sunlight hits your skin, and that triggers your body to produce this hormone. And then that hormone is what allows your body to absorb the calcium it needs to build strong bones. It's like a perfect little biological factory. Back in the day, a lack of sun in these smoggy industrial cities caused a disease called rickets, which left kids with bowed legs. We pretty much solved that. But the irony is, our modern indoor lifestyles and all the sunscreen we wear mean that vitamin D deficiency is making a quiet comeback. All right, let's switch gears and move on to an entire family of vitamins, the B complex. And well, like a lot of families, it's a little confusing, and it even has some missing members. You'll notice scientists just skipped numbers like B4 and B8. You can think of them as the vitamin world's failed movie sequels. Now, each member of this B team has a really critical job. B1, or thiamine, keeps your nerves firing and prevents a disease called beriberi. B2 helps turn your food into energy, and yep, it's the reason your urine turns bright yellow after you take a multivitamin. A lack of B3 causes pellagra, which is famous for the dreaded 3Ds: dermatitis, diarrhea, and dementia. B9, or folate, is crucial for making DNA, which is why it's so important during pregnancy. And B12, that one powers your nervous system. It's mostly found in animal products, so vegans often need to take a supplement. So yeah, while the B vitamins don't get the same kind of spotlight as vitamin C, they are the essential engine crew of your body. Without them, everything just grinds to a halt. Now, let's talk about the unsung heroes, the vitamins that are working tirelessly behind the scenes without getting any of the fame. It's time to meet vitamins E and K. So vitamin E is like the quiet bodyguard for your cells. It's a really powerful antioxidant, which basically means it acts like rust-proofing for your body. It protects your cell membranes from damage caused by these unstable molecules we call free radicals. A deficiency is pretty rare, but if it happens, it can lead to some serious nerve and muscle damage. You'll find it in everyday foods like nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils. But a quick word of caution here. Supplement companies love to push these high-dose pills, but research has actually shown that taking too much can be harmful. And finally, we have vitamin K. This is the one you probably don't even think about until you get a paper cut. Its number one job is helping your blood clot. The K actually comes from the German word for coagulation, which is coagulation. And the way it was discovered is pretty wild. Back in the day, scientists noticed that chickens being fed fat-free diets were bleeding internally. They figured out that the chickens couldn't absorb this vital fat-soluble vitamin. And that discovery is why today, hospitals give newborns a shot of vitamin K right after they're born, just to be on the safe side. So there you have it. A, B, C, D, E, and K, the hidden building blocks that keep you going. But just when you think you've finally got the whole picture, there's a twist. Because as absolutely critical as they are, vitamins are only half the story. See, your body depends on an entirely different class of microscopic substances to function properly. We've talked all about the vitamins, but what about the minerals? What about the microscopic metals like iron and zinc and magnesium that power your heartbeat, build your bones, and fire your thoughts? If you miss one of those, the consequences can make vitamin deficiencies look, well, pretty tame. So what are they and what do they do? We'll just leave you with that thought.